Some things that you need to take into consideration is that the thread is pre-needled. So the needle is already attached to the thread, and it comes in 2-meter packages. Now that's about enough for 2 16-inch necklaces with this design. Obviously it depends on the size of your beads, how many knots you put in it. And you need to remember that knots take up a lot of space. So for example, for this, about 20 knots take up about 6 inches of silk cord that you don't even see because it's all tied up on itself. So take that into consideration when you're making your design. Don't buy enough, silk cord to do just the length of your necklace. Take the knots into consideration. Another thing to consider is that you don't want to be messing with all this extra silk cord if you don't have to. So what I like to do is string a bunch of the pearls on and then pull that down. Now I have a whole bunch of my pearls, and I just, instead of using the loose string, I come over and I knot the stuff that I'm working with. And then, of course, I come back to the ruler every single time, make sure that my knots are evenly distanced. You want to make sure that your knots are nice and tight, but before you tighten them down, that they're exactly where you want them to be. This will take a few times to get used to, but once you're used to it, you won't even have to think about it. And then that way, since all your pearls are right here, you just pull one down, and then again, go ahead and knot it. And then continue till you're done. Now, some things that you need to consider are how many beads that you're going to need for this. You usually want to work with an odd amount so that you have a single bead in the middle. So that's something to take into consideration, especially if you're doing different colors. This is quite straightforward. We are using 17 beads to make this necklace, and we're knotting it every ½ inch. And again with the 2 fingers, and that allows everything to come through. And then I hold everything nice and tight with my left hand while I pull the cord with my right hand. And then I push the knot next to the pearl. So it's exactly where I want it to be. These necklaces are also great for somebody who is a little bit rougher on their jewelry, because silk is such a strong material and you don't have any solder joints or anything like that to worry about. You just continue doing this until you have your desired length.